Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and today we're going to talk about how to treatment plan bimaxillary protrusive cases. And every single keyword I'm going to say in this video, you can literally look up in my channel. So this is going to understand the bigger concept. So unless you've watched most of my channel, you've taken my straight wire cast, you've taken my phase one interceptive class, all of which are available on my website, Straightsmile Solutions, or pretty much watched all my videos in my channel, this is going to make zero sense to you. So this is going to be an extremely high level advanced lecture, and I'm going to talk high level and I'm not going to explain things. So please stop if you don't understand what I'm talking about and take my classes or watch all my videos first. Okay, treatment planning, bimax, protrusive cases. We're going to break it up into a couple different buckets. First, we're going to talk about kids, then we're going to talk about adults. Kids is easier. You know, what am I talking about? I'm talking about this typical case that where the patient is, and again, there's nothing wrong with bimax, okay? As long as the patient is lip competent and the patient is happy about their profile. Even if the patient is lip competent and happy about their profile and not mouth breathing and has no sleep and no airway issues, you sometimes have, a Ceph where the teeth are like, look at these incisors. I mean, this is like, there's no way you can flare those incisors anymore. If you do, you will devitalize those teeth. You will ruin those teeth. They might fall out. Even if you tuck them back later, it might be at the point of no return. You might lose those teeth. I see this happen so commonly, so often with clients, new clients. I'm like, you killed the teeth. So you have to take your Cephs on these cases. You have to take progress tests quite often on these cases. You need to have access to a Ceph or a CBCT sagittal, or a full CBCT where you can have someone like beam readers take a slice out of it and read it, okay? But if you don't have that, don't take these cases. For braces or for Invisalign or any type of clear aligners. So you should be doing standard SDB screening, standard sleep screening on adults, kids, as well as OMT screening standard at the beginning. And I'm going to tell you one more time, I have content made on every single one of those words I just said. I have individual content made or it's covered in my courses. So please watch those first. Okay, so let's say we have a kid who is bimax, who is lip incompetent. So we're like, okay, we know not only can we not flare it forward, even temporarily, even round tripping, because we're going to kill the teeth, or we're really going to ruin their speech. But we actually need to tuck things back. What are we going to do? And just to boot, mom wants braces and not aligners. And remember, this is like a million times easier in aligners with sequential distalization, with the ability to lock incisors, not flare them. You can put it in the preferences. You can say no round tripping, etc. It's just you have so much more control in a good clear aligner. And when I say a good clear aligner, it's not all clear aligners out there that are going to let you do this. There's quite a few companies, and I've learned my lesson. I am not going to name these companies. I am going to only lightly mention the ones that I know is okay, because I've had too many companies that people have used thinking they could do a case like this. These cases are going to be long. They're going to be 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 aligners. It's going to work out amazing. I mean, you're taking a surgical case and you're turning it into a non-surgical case, but it's not fast. And there's plenty of companies that are just going to say, nope, max you can do here is 30, 40 aligners, sorry. And you're going to ruin the case if you do that. So stick with a company you know when they say it's unlimited or comprehensive, they're actually going to let you do what you need to do. And that, to me, right now, the only ones that I feel very comfortable with, just because I've seen cases done and finished, would be Invisalign, comprehensive, ClearCorrect, unlimited, and then also my white label company that I work with if you want to be introduced to them, but you're going to pay per aligner. So it might be kind of expensive to do that, but it's always an option and you can use any scanner. All right, so that's aligners. It's super easy breezy. I have tons of content on sequential distalization, how to lock incisors, all that. Just go into my channel and check it out. Let's say braces. So we have a braces case. If it was a growing kid, first thing I would do is I'd plug some expanders in top and bottom. It's going to be way easier. Crank it up, get them to a nice width. We have space for all the teeth. That should create some spaces in the back. And then you're going to go ahead and lock the expanders, top and bottom. If they have arms, whether it's a lower Williams or an upper Hyrax, you're going to cut those arms off so you only have the back part on the 6 locked. And then you're going to go ahead and retract your 3s, 4s, and 5s into the spaces you've created. Once you've retracted them, you're going to long tie them with a long tie. Again, everything I'm saying here, I have content made in my channel. You can look it up, okay? Once you've locked it and long tied it, the 3s, 4s, and 5s to the 6s and the 7s, you have a unit of 5 teeth on each side in all 4 quadrants that are basically braced together with a long tie with multiple twists, okay? Then that allows you to align the front teeth. Now, I forgot to mention the most important thing here is that when you run the initial wire in during level and align, you do not want to engage all your front teeth if there is crowding, okay? Your 7, your 8, your 9, your 10, your 2 to 2, top and bottom, because what it'll do is it'll push it through the bone. You only want to decorate it. And in residency, we would do this in sectional mechanics. We would only do 4 pieces of sectional wire, and we wouldn't even bond the front teeth in these situations. But that doesn't fly as much now. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead, run that 16, 18 9 tie in, but I'll decorate it. I won't put a tie on every single wing. I might only put it on 2 wings, 3 wings. That way it's really just decoration. Maybe it looks a little funky, but you know, at least it's not going to push the teeth through the bone, and it's going to look like they have braces on. Another thing you could do is you could put the tie on all the teeth under the wire, and you could run the wire over, you not engage it. And there's all kind of ways you can do it, but that way at least you don't push the teeth through the bone. So what happened to my picture? Okay, so that's how you do it. Then you go ahead and pop those appliances out. Now that we've got the long tie bracing everything from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 back, and then you can go ahead and put a bigger wire in and finish aligning the front teeth because you've created some space. And it'll go into the space that you created, and it's all good in the neighborhood. Of course, the other option would be taking out premolars. I try to avoid that in kids. It's almost never necessary in a child. In adults who don't want jaw surgery, who don't want TADS, which I don't teach anyways, who refuse to have sequential distalization for whatever reason with Invisalign, maybe they have some impacted wisdom teeth that are close to the nerve or in the sinus and they just can't, then we might have to take out teeth. But same concept, right? You're going to create the space first. You're going to decorate the front teeth and not engage the teeth and push them through the bone. Then once you've created the space in the back, whether you're taking out teeth, you're doing a ton of IPR, or, well, you could expand with wires too, but that usually doesn't give enough in adults. Then exact same concept, you know, you're going to do some type of internal anchorage. You're going to retract the canines to class 1. You're going to lock it with a long tie, and then you're going to go ahead and gauge everything. And again, everything I mentioned already has an individual video, or you can get it in my straight wire class, which is available on my website, Straightsmile Solutions, or my phase 1 class. Hopefully that was helpful. Thank you.